What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That was fire, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. How's everybody doing this evening? It's your boy JJ. We're here for the first and second episode of The Bad Batch. We're doing a weekly roundtable for however long the show lasts. I'm hearing 16 episodes. If anybody else has any other ideas about it, please let me know. Before we get started this evening, I'm just going to take a trip around the panel real quick. Introduce our panelists. Danny, why don't you go first, my friend?
Hey, I'm Danny, aka Comment Chat. That'll be a part of this roundtable. I think we're going to get into the good discussions. And we look forward to chit-chatting it up with JJ and the rest of the panel tomorrow. Please catch my show. First show of the week is Chaos Conversation, involving Mionzo, Guy Scar, Maz Mama Bear, Terrence, and Chris Knight. So if you get opportunity, please check us out tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Awesome. Onzo, shout yourself out, man.
What up, guys? You know the channel, Bigger Forward Entertainment. Like Donnie said, tomorrow will be on his show. I'm pretty sure he'll have some good questions for us. Then on Tuesday, we got my show, which is the Chaos List. Then Wednesday, Rule of Three with a side of Tabasco, along with OOC and Game Changers. So make sure you check that stuff out. Do appreciate it, JJ. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Guys, Car.
Well, basically every show that Danny Onzo said, and this one right here on Sundays. So definitely, JJ, thanks for having me, man.
No problem. Pleasure.
Why are you laughing, Danny? Why are you laughing? What's so funny?
It was funny to be usually basically every show that you
Yeah, I know. He's just riding our coattails and shit. You know what I mean? Jesus.
Cheers.
I mean, damn. It's like we giving way too much to charity, bro.
And your point being, I'm part of that charity, man. What the hell?
No, you were streaming before. You know what I mean? You do your own thing.
All right.
You know, it's just like having that little kid that follows you around the place everywhere you go.
I see.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you guys the Bad Batch? And is Gaishkar Omega?
Yes.
Wow.
Damn. My bad.
Now you're all talking like a couple of bitches.
Ooh.
You just jealous because I ain't your bitch. Hush. Jason Lee Tucker, how you doing, man? Tell everybody about yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm Jason Lee Tucker. I got the Jason Lee Tucker statement. We talk about indie wrestling, pop culture, different things. Got the Mellow Taco show on there. Should have a new show coming up pretty soon, so check out the channel, guys. Thank you, JJ, for letting me come on.
Yeah, bro. Pleasure. Austinator, pimp your shit.
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is the Austinator. First and foremost, please go and follow the Chaos Central Twitter. We got some good stuff going on over there. I actually have a pinned tweet on the Chaos Central Twitter that this stream is live, so please go and retweet that. And also, I do a bunch of stuff on my channel at over 164 subs, trying to get to 200. Please go and subscribe. I got a bunch of stuff going on. There's Splash Talk on Saturdays. I'm working on DCU Rewrite. 1 year anniversary stream coming up this Wednesday. Find me on other channels like The Real View 3000, JJ, aka Siplo 3827. Basically, everybody on this panel, Ninjoy243, LDG, Pixels, Geeks and Joy. There's no Nerdrotica anymore. It's just Geeks and Joy.
Or Geeks Enjoy It. IT.
Yeah, something like that. So
yeah.
Just check me out everywhere. I also have Twitter at the Alternator17. So if you ever want to get updated on what I do, go check me out there. Thanks for having me on, JJ. This is going to get interesting.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on. Nindroid, after you get through flushing the toilet, show him how it's done.
All right. Hello there, everyone. You can find me on Fridays on my own YouTube channel, Nindroid243, for my show known as Galactic Chat, where this week we will be reading Colin Chabarro's original episode 9 script out loud. So that's going to be a long ass stream. Make sure you check it out. And you can find me on Austinator's channel for most of his streams, as long as Sour Krause's channel. Thank you, JJ, for having me on.
Yeah, man. All right. We're going to do this quite simply. I'm going to be a cheater.
Can I say one thing before we get started on this?
No, go ahead, Danny. Say what you feel.
This is to Jason. I know you're a big wrestling fan. Have you been watching AMC where the WWE is now going all over the country trying to find memorabilia from the wrestlers of the past?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I saw a little bit of that. Yeah.
Today they did the Undertaker, Mankind, Andre the Giant. I think they're doing Booker T later on. Any wrestling fans or former wrestling fans, not this new stuff. I don't like this new stuff. I think it's
old school, man. Old school.
But the old school stuff, if you're gonna try and catch up,
I haven't even watched like new wrestling WWE. I really haven't even watched it last year.
This is old school.
Stuff. I haven't really been into WWE for about a year. I really couldn't even tell you what's going on. I know Roman Reigns is champ and all that, but it's not like it used to be. Attitude Era. Since the Attitude Era, they ain't really been nothing.
What's cool about this show is that they show how these people, some guys made their own costumes, where it came from, the significance of it, and man, this stuff is worth thousands of dollars. So it's pretty cool.
Those people, a lot of these people are just like DC fans and Marvel fans. When you go to some shows, they'll dress. There's this one guy, he dressed up just like Hulk Hogan. You think it's Hulk Hogan out there?
Yep.
We used to go to all the time. They all in it, man.
Yep.
Awesome.
Sorry, JJ.
No. Don't apologize, bro. Don't apologize. I like to give leeway to everybody. You know, it makes for a boring show if you don't, because have you watched the Chaos shows lately?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You saying our shows are boring?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me too.
It's gonna be a blank screen here, man.
Yeah, I'm about to bounce out of this motherfucker. Fuck this shit.
Get copyright strike, man. This ain't whole screen's going blank.
Oh my God, y'all are just throwing me under the bus, and we ain't even got started yet. Shit. And I think yes, Mr. Knight, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Wait, guys. Hey, really quick.
Here we go.
Don't be throwing JJ under the bus. Just don't be doing it until I get here to help you guys. I mean, come on, Jesus.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Chris, how you doing, man?
Not like we need your help, though, Chris.
I know you don't, but no, that's all right. No,
you kind of need the help, because I've never claimed to be simple.
You don't have to claim it to be it, but
no. Hey! I proved that last night when I kicked your ass at Tekken for the brief moment.
Oh my God, JJ, I haven't played in so long. You're so fucking lucky.
After every match,
Whatever.
after every single match that I won, it was like I could hear it. Lucky, man, lucky. And I knew you were saying it, but that's all right. We'll have our rematch.
I gotta get into that, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Can't wait, because I want to get you in there. I'm gonna get Geishkar in there. You know, everybody that has the game. I want to get us all together. And at least try like a chaos gaming stream or something like that, and get us all together, kick each other's ass. Just for the hell of it, see how it goes. Chris Knight, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Not bad. Pimpy shit, man.
Well, the Real Review 3000 is where you can find me. Also over here on Chaos Central, gaming streams, pop culture, news, all sorts of crazy stuff. And thank you for having me, JJ.
Yeah, man. Thank you. No, actually, I want to thank all you guys, because of all you guys doing these shows, it gave me this idea. Now, whether it was the best one or not, that's just to be seen. But
it wasn't.
That's what. Well, that's with every new show. When they start, we don't know how they're going to end up. You don't know what the story's going to be like. We don't even know if they're going to be good or not. All we can go is by what we've been given, and right now that's what we want to talk about tonight. And I'm gonna keep it simple. Just keep it simple tonight. I'm gonna kind of copy Danny's movements from Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm just gonna go around the panel and ask what I want one word stating your overall impressions of the show. And Danny, I'm gonna go ahead and start with you. Ask.
Are we doing both episodes at the
Yes.
same time? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna say interesting.
Okay. All right. Definitely interesting. Anto.
Okay.
All right. Chris.
Silence.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to come up with a word for this because it was
I guess unique.
kind of doo-doo.
All right. It's better than Monique.
Doo doo.
Oh my god!
Laptop doo doo.
Guy's car.
Yes.
I stole his word.
No, actually, I would say pleasing.
Oh, starting off strong.
Nice.
Jason.
Not needed.
Damn.
Good one. I like that. I like that one. I like that one.
Technically, that's
Awesome.
2 words.
But yeah.
For each episode.
We're done.
Well, there's 2 episodes, so 2 words.
Semantics, Danny. Semantics.
I'm just fucking with
Yeah.
him, man.
Yeah. Nandroid.
Intriguing.
That's right, Ninja. Speak your mind. I gotcha.
Austin.
All right.
All right, man. A lot of lovers of the episode. Great.
Yes.
All right. Personally, I thought it was what's in between good and awesome?
Doo-doo.
Right?
Exceptional. Exceptional.
Now buckle this. Ludicrous speed. Go!
See, the bad thing is I've got to use these fucking things sparingly because I only have 2 of them.
Hook it up. I
Yeah,
hooked you up, bro.
listen. Danny
Danny
went with the same one for months.
Hey.
And all he eventually did for a minute was put our names on them to personalize them.
For real.
You got 2.
Man.
You are 1 ahead of where he was.
Okay. All right.
Once you learn how to cut, though, boy, you be.
Oh yeah, it's an addiction.
I can
You'll be
tell,
sitting
man.
someplace. You'll be like, "Oh wait, hold on, that scene from this movie, from that. I'm gonna go get it now." Boom.
Yep. Exactly.
I got
No,
so
it
many,
was,
I can't even add anymore.
Oh, you also found the place where it says no more. Stop.
You said
It's
you can have 100.
When I do my new stream deck, it's all going on there. I'm going to take it all off of the. I got to take it off of here because the problem we talked about. You can't move them around. So.
Yes.
God.
Sorry, JJ, we took over.
and no, it's okay. And dandelion adequate is the word I'm looking for. Well, yeah, adequate. I like both episodes because
Sorry, JJ, go to her one right before that.
right. Hang on.
And I will say this. The things I want to say about that kid, I cannot. So all I will say is I agree.
Okay. All right.
What'd she say before that? Hold on, I'll go back and look. Hold on.
No, she just says she don't like it when they have pretentious kids, throw pretentious kids in there. And I'm like, there's some things I could say about that, but I'm just going to leave it alone.
We'll get to that. All right, go ahead, JJ.
No, I'm sorry. We got an illustrious guest in the house. What's up,
What
Comics?
up, Comic?
What's up,
What's up, man?
comics?
Hey, what's up, jerk?
You need to come in here, man. I know you're done with Star Wars, but just come and hang out and chill with us. You should be watching it, man.
Well,
Listen,
he's
Go
more
ahead.
than welcome. I offered it to him. He's more than welcome. All he has to do is say the word.
Yeah, he's done with Star Wars, though, and I can understand why.
But anyway, I like both episodes. I don't quite know what word to say for it. Good for right now. Because it's just the beginning. We don't know where it's going to go or how it's going to go. So I'd have to say good personally for myself. But that's yet to be seen for the rest of it. All right, we're gonna move right along. Danny, what did you like most about the episodes? And yes, we're talking this episode. We're talking both of them up front,
Okay.
1 and 2.
I like the second episode better than the first episode. I really like the dynamic about how that one sharpshooter, how out of the 4, he was the only one really affected by Order 66. I thought it was kind of. I really didn't see that one coming, but at first I didn't see it coming. And once he started being kind of slow, kind of disobedient, not really doing what the guy's doing, and kind of like talking on his breath, and I was like, yeah, the Order 66 chip got him. But you can tell that they're building it up for him to be the protagonist, and that they're going to have to face off against him somewhere down the road. Like I told Anza earlier, we talked about it. I'm not in love with it. I don't hate this show, but I'm not in love with it yet. I think it has the potential to be good. But right now, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not bored, but I'm not getting up at 4:00 in the morning or 6:00 in the morning to watch before I go to work. It's not that great to me. But I don't know why Dave Filoni likes to have kids involved in the main story. The Baby Yoda thing, and now this girl, Omega, she pretty much is a different version of Baby Yoda to me. No way a child should be involved with a bunch of rogue clones, but we'll see how it plays out.
Anzo.
This will be easy. The only thing I liked about it was the fact that it took place after Revenge of the Sith. That's it.
Yeah, I could agree with that. At least they had the continuation. What happened after the order was given. Other places it went, other things that they had seen.
Yeah, they're showing a little bit of the Order 66 stuff, so I like that. But other than that,
what Order 66 meant?
Well, not what it meant, but like, you know what I mean? How those are the clones that weren't affected by it, and stuff like that, But other than that, I wasn't. That's it.
Okay. All right. Chris.
Mm-hmm. What did I like with doing just first impressions?
Yeah, first impressions. Yeah, yeah, that was my
since
my
I haven't
first impressions.
You're right. Since I haven't gone back and really caught up on where I'd left off on the Clone Wars, I don't think this group had been introduced. But so this is kind of an introduction for me on these guys. I like the group. In the first episode, I really liked the way it was handled. I kind of don't agree with taking their what's his name, the guy the Deadshot character, basically, I didn't agree with them dropping him. I understand they're trying to create a dynamic, but I like the setup. They did seem to take some time to let people like me who hadn't really dealt with these guys before to get to know who they are. So I liked that. And in the second one, I just kind of enjoyed. There were, I don't know, the action scenes in this, primarily the way that they do them. I like it. It's kind of interesting when they take a cartoon or a CGI based cartoon and they do the action scenes. It's reminiscent of what I thought of the Clone Wars when the movie came out years ago, the animated or the CGI movie. It's got me interested overall. It did a good job of just keeping me interested. So yeah, there's some first impressions for you.
Okay, guys, car.
I liked how they animated the end scenes, certain clips from Revenge of the Sith. I found that was really cool. How it was precise. I like the whole how the title burns out, significant of it's the end of the Clone Wars, right? So it burns off. Yeah, that's pretty much my overall impressions. There's other things, but I'll get into more details of what I liked after.
Okay, Jason Lee.
I like the Tarkin. I like how they had Tarkin in there. Like I said, I wasn't really impressed the first two episodes, so maybe the next ones, maybe if they bring Vader in and stuff, might intrigue me a little more. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like with Tarkin, the end of Revenge of the Sith, like that part. But the child part, I really care for Omega. Didn't care for that part. So just see what happens.
Awesome. Alternator.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna second everybody. I wouldn't say I was not impressed, but this is like a definition of a slow burn type thing. I like that it was like taking place directly after Order 66, but that kind of goes into one of my problems. The dynamics of the characters are great. The kid character, I'm not a huge fan of. I like the action. Tarkin was cool. And like Geisgar said, when they animated certain scenes of like Revenge of the Sith, that looked very accurate. That's just for episode 1. I liked episode 1 a little bit more, but that's because it goes a little bit more in depth with stuff. I'll go into more like what I like when we get to that, but I need to see more before I can really get behind the show. Because right now it's just
Okay. And last but not least, Nendroid.
Well, to me, my favorite part was, the aftermath of Order 56. How the clones are dealing with it, how the interaction with the characters again, and a lot of stuff that calls back to other media such as Rebels, Rogue One, Revenge of the Sith, you name it.
Awesome. My first impressions, I'm almost in the same boat between both episodes, But before I get started on that, Chris, they did introduce the Bad Batch in the first 3 or 4 seasons of season 7. So yeah, the sooner you catch up, that's where you'll first meet them. But,
yeah, I knew they did. I just, like I said, I haven't gotten to that, so I'm debating whether or not to continue where I remember being at, or just starting from scratch and going and trying to run through them all.
It's all cool. You only see them for like I think it's the first 3, but I'm gonna extend it out to the first 4 seasons of season 7. Mm-hmm. After that, it starts going into the Ahsoka arc a lot more, and then the Order 66 arc. But it all overlaps. But I like the callback to episode 3, because I believe that was really needed, because we need to know where these clones are at when this starts. And the second episode, It's gonna take some getting used to, but that that girl's either she's gonna be a hindrance or she's gonna end up being something special. That's yet to be seen, but we just have to wait and find out. Um, Now,
Mhm.
starting back with Danny, what did you like the most?
I like the chemistry that they have with each other. It's kind of a little bit the banter. To me, I don't know why, but the head guy, I can't think of his name. He reminds me of
Hunter.
Hunter.
Hunter reminds me of Rambo for some reason. I don't know why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the banter between him and the other two members of the Bad Batch, I like that. How that girl is trying to look at him as a father figure, I don't know how I feel about that right about now. But I think it's going to get better. I just don't know. Well, you can almost guarantee that it's going to come to head with them going against Sharpshooter for whatever reason. I don't know if he's going to take out one of them, or they're going to have to take out him, or they're going to be able to fix the inhibitor chip. We don't know. I would like to see him come back into the fold. I don't know whether or not they're going to do that or not. It would definitely be excellent if they could have Vader in there some kind of way. But if it's 20-something episodes, then I'm pretty sure it's going to get better as each week goes along. And just want to do a shout out to Max Mama Bear. I'm glad you're here. Thank us for the support.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear. Greatly appreciated. I saw somewhere in the chat right as we were starting. I said 16. Someone said they were hearing 13 to 14 episodes, something like that. Personally, I wouldn't mind because I don't think we should be going all the way into August with this show.
16 to 18.
16 to 18. Oh wow.
All the way to August. Into August.
Yeah. All right, whoever brought candy, man, if you didn't bring enough for the class, come on.
Oh, he ain't messing with candy.
Thank you, Chris.
He ain't messing with candy.
Thank you, Chris.
The candy shop.
I actually didn't even know you guys could hear that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that was loud and clear. It sounded like an old-fashioned. Yeah, it sounded like an old-fashioned Three Musketeers rapper or something.
That sounded like somebody pulling a paper and getting it ready to go.
Wow. And I'm the other smoker on the panel. I should have caught that, and I didn't.
Yes, you should have.
That's what makes the Bad Batch show even better.
Actually, no, it really didn't.
Anything you say, Omega. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where are my manners? Give me a second, Alonzo. So, Danny, how's it feel having your yes man around?
What are you talking about?
I see where this is going.
We got Geiscar going. You know,
I don't have a yes man. I have a brother.
Right.
He seems like a yes man sometimes.
Because personally, I don't care for yes man.
You're all just fucking jealous, man.
No, I don't care for yes men either.
Wow. All right.
Hey, Austinator.
Yes.
Do you care for yes men?
Yes. No. Maybe. I don't know.
Austinator's borderline yes man anyway, so they all in the same boat, you know. It's Austinator, Geishka, and Rob.
I see.
They kind of took that one around. With
I mean,
okay.
let's be real though. We all can't be leaders, you know what I mean? So we have the leaders and the rest of the followers. So it's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh well. Where were we?
Alonzo, what'd you like best about the episode?
What did I like best about the episode? I'd probably say nothing. But I did kind of. The action was okay, I guess. You know, to me, and someone said it, and I noticed it. And after they said it, I was like, "Yeah, it's It's the Ninja Turtles, basically. That's exactly what they remind me of. Is the Ninja Turtles?
18.
Huh? Danny said 18, but I say
18.
more a little bit more Ninja Turtle-ish to me, you know. But I don't know. I guess I liked the burning logo.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, hang on a second. I'm seeing a comment here in the chat. Positive Candor. He says he's got a feeling that Hunter and Omega are related somehow. Well, if they were related, then they all are related.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, remember they are clones. They're just not. They're kind of like Boba Fett is. They're not modified like the rest of them. They're not designed like the rest of them. So they were. They were like when you bake a batch of cookies and 2 or 3 cookies come out all wonky looking. That's what they are. They're the okay. Well, we're not going to continue the process we go through.
But they are modified though, because one of them's pretty strong, one of them's pretty smart. So they're modified in different ways. They
were tweaking them to see what happened by doing certain things. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
I liked Tarkin, I guess, having him in there, which kind of, like Danny says, give me a plan. Maybe we'll get a few episodes with Vader or something like that. But for me, I just realized after watching The Mandalorian that when it comes to Star Wars, I want Jedi and Sith. I don't really care for all of this other stuff, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Chris.
Oops, my bad.
The first episode, I liked, like I said, the story, the building into it. I liked that it started right off from Order 66. I think that's where Clone Wars ends too. So for those people who watched all of Clone Wars, I think this is kind of just like it's almost like Rogue One to Star Wars. It's a really easy jump over to it. I do I don't know what it is exactly. I can't put my finger on it. I like the animation style that they use for these shows. I thought it was interesting. To me, even though it looks funky, I think it makes it look very interesting. They almost have what do you say? An action figure way of walking. Like if you imagine somebody doing stop motion, their legs are very mechanical and their movements are very mechanical. The way they animate this, but for some reason I think it works for it. I don't know how better to put that, but where else? I kind of thought it was interesting seeing more Camino because, like I said, I don't know if that shows up in Clone Wars, but there was a lot more to do with Camino. So when you see it in the Clone Wars, it's a very small, like, dock area or something that you see, and then you see them walking around in different places. And even though George Lucas went and he used all the CGI and stuff to make places look bigger and stuff, when you're in Camino, a lot of those scenes feel small. It feels like you're not seeing a lot of it because the only big scenes you see is when they're loading the clones up and when the clones are eating. So that's the only big scene. So all you see are these giant, like, hangars, really. That's all you're seeing. So in this, we actually get to see loading docks and larger air or landing areas and things like this. So I think for me, it expanded Camino more. And like I said, since I haven't watched Clone Wars, I don't know if that's something that's in there. In the second one, I thought it was interesting that they showed the beginning of the Empire's way of tracking people. And they brought up some really interesting things that we kind of assume in the movies, and you kind of assume watching these things, that they are tagging people and they know where everybody is. They want to know where everybody is so they can control it. They're doing it to ships. They're doing it to people. We see the implementation of the Imperial code, like where you have to have a code to get from place to place, certain places,
Right.
and then that sets a precedence for why people who are out flying about the galaxy like Han Solo, that makes you understand that they're even much more without rules, because he's out there illegally technically, because he doesn't have a tracking number. He doesn't have an imperial code to get from one place to another. So every place he goes is either illegally or it's a hideout or a smuggler hideout. That's why, the Outer Rim is so important in the first trilogy. So I liked seeing all that implemented into this. It was very interesting. And I'll tell you what, I like their ship. It's kind of like the Imperial, was it the Imperial Cruiser? Is that what it is? That comes out and has the fold down wings. There's just like a hybrid of it.
Actually, you're thinking of the Tidarium shuttle.
That's Tidarium. Yeah.
But in Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine used a similar shuttle when he went to Mustafar.
Yeah.
It was like a special issue.
Yeah, I like their ship a lot. I do like their interaction. It's kind of a mix, like you said, between Turtles and A-Team. The dysfunctional way they work together. They all work together. They know each other's quirks, and yet they still, the whole time they're working, it's like, they were saying in the second one, well, we don't want to start a blaster fight, and what happens? They basically start a blaster fight. It's like and I like that. I like the people who just can't get out of their way in Star Wars, but it works for them anyways. It's like they figure it out anyways. So I like that. There's some stuff for you though.
Okay, awesome. Guys,
Yes, sir. So I like the fact how they tied in the rebels. You get a young Caleb Dune that's there, who loses his master, so you kind of get a glimpse of him where he was at the end of Order 66, right? He goes off to the woods. So I like how they tied that in. I like the fact they tied it in also with Rex, right? When the second episode where they see the clone that was, that started this whole family. So it's like Rex was here yesterday. So obviously it's gonna have we're gonna get to see Rex. I think through this, are we gonna get to see Ahsoka? Possibly, because we're all like thinking is Ahsoka with Rex, or does she go do her own thing? I like how those connections. It's always good to see Tarkin, but like a real true Star Wars fans, it's not only about Jedi; it's about the story of Republic Commandos. So they're kind of going through that way. It's the stories of the stormtroopers or the clones that didn't oblige, and what happened to them, and the story between them. Star Wars is more than just Jedi. It's also about bounty hunters. It's also about smugglers. It's a whole vast universe.
Yeah, EU Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a true
George
Star Wars
Lucas Star Wars is Jedi and Sith.
Exactly what George Lucas signed off on. So,
well, but wait a minute. George Lucas was the one with the ideas for Clone Wars. He was on board to start that. He was around when that started. So his ideas were farther than Jedi and Sith. He just got to the point he wanted out of it. So I'm not sure this is Disney's fault per se.
No, I'm talking about past material, Republic Commando. Well, anyways. So yeah, those were the things I really liked, the way they tied in. The things, we're going to go back to the things I didn't like. There was more stuff that I didn't like though.
Okay.
All right. Jason Lee.
Like I said earlier, the Tarkin. I like the way they brought Tarkin in, and that little training test they did. They put them in there, and then they put them under rapid fire. At first they were just training, and then Tarkin made them do live fire. I thought that was pretty cool there. Like I said, there's things I liked about it, and some things, just I didn't care for the child part. But like I said, like the Tarkin part, I really liked. I sort of like that part better than probably the second episode. There was a little bits of the second episode when they were trying to get the ship. The guy just knocked the ship. The big strength guy. He just When the magnetic thing, he just he knocked it and then knocked it off. That was pretty cool. I mean, he had little funny parts here and there. They tried to put comedic humor in there, but I mean, it was okay. Like I said.
Okay. Nendroid.
Basically for me, I like the young Caleb Doom connection to Rebels. The Order 66 scene was very good. All the clones seeing Palpatine announcing the the Republic transforming to the Empire was really good callback. Seeing Grand Moff Tarkin was great.
She isn't here.
He's an
I'm
animal.
sorry. He's just general. He's General Tarkin.
Admiral.
Oh yeah,
Admiral.
yeah.
Are you sure? I thought it was General. Okay.
Okay. Well, seeing Tarkin. Then also seeing the prototypes of the Dark Troopers being used on the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So that's actually a callback to Mando season 2.
Mhm.
Actually, seeing Saw Gerrera was also really good. Omega's mystery, and the biggest thing from episode 1 that I actually really liked was I actually care about these characters now, because I did not give a shit about them in season 7. Like, seriously, I didn't care about them. Didn't care about them whatsoever. It's like, to me, the Bad Batch arc in Clone Wars season 7 was fine. It was average, but I didn't care about them. Now, with episode 1, I actually care about these characters. I like their interactions. I like their slow character development. All of that. Crosshair's turn was really good as well. And then episode 2 to me was just average. The return of Cut. What's his name again?
Cutter.
Cut.
Yeah, just Cut. Yeah, him from Clone Wars season 1 or 2. That's great seeing him, and then seeing more of the father and daughter relationship between Hunter and Omega is fine for right now. I need to see more of that, but yeah, that's what I like.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, Austin.
Well, all right. So with episode 1, I like the action. I like that they're very resourceful and like they actually kind of, in a sense, like adapt to their surroundings in a way. And then they're like, if something like different, like something big and different, something different changes in the battlefield, they are immediately like, okay, we need to like re-strategize. We gotta be like, it's more like improvising in a way. So I thought that was cool. The Order 66 sequence at the beginning was good. I liked that. Again, the canon reference to Rebels, I think that was well handled. I liked seeing Camino again, and I do like Tarkin in this episode. I like that this is where they're introducing the doubt in the clones, and that I think by the end of Bad Batch, we're going to see the introduction of the stormtroopers, and we're going to see the eradication of the clones. So, which I still believe that is one of the biggest reasons why the Empire failed at the end of this is because they got rid of the clone troopers. But I thought was it Crosshair?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crosshair's turn was fine. I don't think it was necessarily needed, but I get what they're going for, so I hope it's executed well. I liked how the characters have their own little quirks about them, like they're not like perfect characters. But I think Anzo or somebody said it best, like they're kind of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because you have the one that's really smart, you have the one dumb one who wants to blow stuff up, you have the leader, you have the robot, and you have the kiss ass. At least in the first episode. So it did give me vibes about that. The ending was cool with the action, and I get what they were going for. Episode 2, again, Cut returning from season 1. That was a cool callback to Clone Wars. Yeah, the gunfight at the end was cool, but that was about it. I do have a few problems with these 2 episodes.
Okay. All right. Everybody ready to get your popcorn out?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Danny, what did you dislike the most about the episodes?
I don't know why Filoni seems to have this reoccurring theme to have kids involved in this crazy stuff. Because sometimes to me, like the main character loses focus, but seems somehow to always regain it. Because that girl should have went. To me, she should have went with Cut and that family. But you knew she was coming back, and then get in all of that mess. And then he gonna do the little touching moment with her. If you want to stay, then you can stay and all that. I would just prefer not to see all that and just see the action and what's going on. I'm more interested in what sharpshooter or whatever his name is, how he's going to plot and try, because they've been together so long that they can anticipate each other's moves and what they're going to do. So it's kind of like if you ever watched that episode of Star Trek when the board took Picard and
Yep.
Gunnan, played by Whoopi Goldberg, told Riker, "You got to forget the book. You got to change the book, do something totally different because Picard knows everything that you're going to do. So you got to do something that Picard will not know." So that's what they're going to have to do to outsmart Sharpshooter because he knows all their tricks, he knows their protocols, and I'm interested in seeing that part of the story. Really don't care so much about Omega and her daddy issues or whatever that is going to be. So.
Okay. Anzo, be nice.
First I'll say that little kid. But second off, I'll say, yes, George Lucas did sign off on the Clone Wars, but if you watch the Clone Wars, it was more about the Jedi and Sith than anything else. They had the majority of the episodes, plain and simple. That's Star Wars to me. I don't give a fuck about the Clone War, the clones. I don't give a fuck about these guys that are fucking doing it now. I'm watching it because it's Star Wars. Will it get better? Hopefully it will. But right now it's Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but this show just doesn't do it for me. Like Dandelion said earlier, the kid in there absolutely annoys me. I don't know why they got to do that, but I guess it's going to lead up to something. So I'm hoping it leads up to something epic. But there also was a picture where they showed her, and then they showed the chick from, was it Neverending Story? And looks exactly the same as that. You know
the
what
princess,
I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say there's a lot that I didn't like about it. I just thought the 2 episodes wasn't that good for me. Like I said, I know it'll get better. I'm pretty sure we'll see some Darth Vader. I'm pretty sure we'll get a few Jedis and Sith in there sooner or later. They're going to have to run up into somebody, maybe Ahsoka, I guess, because she's around. So, but yeah, I mean, it's the first 2 episodes, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Chris.
Yeah. I agree with the Ahsoka and stuff. I definitely believe she's going to be in there. They're going to have to fill in more of her story with the way they introduced her into The Mandalorian. They can do that in here. There's a lot of stuff they can do that I hope they do. They haven't done it yet. But absolutely, number one reason that this show is going to turn a lot of people off is they've got to figure out a way to rein in how that child is written in this thing. She is, listen, there's annoying, but right now she's borderline Jar Jar annoying. That is difficult to get past. My least favorite of the prequels is the first one because of several reasons. One, the annoying kid they got to play, Anakin, Jake Lloyd. I hated the way he acted, and this is worse than that. There's nothing genuine about how she's written, or even whoever her voice actress is. It isn't genuine, and so I absolutely immediately jump to she's put in there to please people who want the gender politics and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that that's fair to whoever wrote this. I'm not saying that that's absolutely what they're doing it for. But when you don't write somebody, it comes across as it was secondary thought, and they just did it to do it. And I hate that. If they figure out a way to rein her in and make her work into this, if she somehow becomes, let's say she's got the growth accelerant like the other clones did. Let's say she has that, and they get her to grow up quicker and get past this awkward, oh my God, kid, stop phase. And like put her in a uniform, and then she becomes the new Crosshair for them. That might be an interesting story, that her and Crosshair continuously in other episodes cross paths because of what she did in the first one. I can see how you can write her into this to make her better, but right now she's really, and comics, I'm not saying they didn't, or they did. I understand they probably did that, and so you got to learn how to write. In order to do these politic things right, you got to do it right. I can sing Baby Shark. Should I make it? Yes, you should. Absolutely. But they got to figure out a way to make her less her right now, for sure. Other than that, man, maybe it's just the fact that just how glaringly annoying she is, and how glaringly she just doesn't really fit in anywhere in this. That's all I can think about right offhand. Now, I mean, Anzo's got a good reason for not being a fan of it right now, other than her. He is a Jedi Sith guy. I understand that. I've read enough of these books that weren't Jedi Sith. Like I loved the Han Solo books, and there was no Jedi or Sith in there. That's all about the smuggler underworld and all of that stuff. And I loved that. And that's more in line with some of these other stories. So I'm okay with these stories. It doesn't have to be Jedi and Sith. But that kid is all I can think about why I really like. I skipped through most of the scenes she's in the second one. I was just going skip, getting to the parts that really mattered. Because when she's almost caught by the lizard thing, I don't care. Let her get eaten. Whatever. Just let's get on to what matters. So she's all I can think about right now. That's the absolute. I hate that. I hate, not dislike. I hate that so far.
Okay. Is that all, Chris? You said very little.
I know. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. I'm sorry. I next time I'll take more time.
Okay, I was just making sure because you said so little. Guys, Car.
Didn't like the voice acting. I know that you reused the same voice actor for Caleb and on the first episode. It just didn't match for a young kid. That he sounded like an adult. The girl, don't like her at all. I think she's very unnecessary. They should just keep it cloned. But it's Disney now. Yeah, there has to be a woman or girl quota to fill up right now, and they're making everything political. So the more and more I look into things, the less I feel attracted to keep on watching. But I'm curious to see what happens. So that's the only thing that keeps him watching. That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow, you said a lot. Jason Lee.
Pretty much what everybody's saying. I really don't care for the girl, and really, to me, the time period. I'm just tired of the same time period. I mean, I want something different from Star Wars. I want them to go to a different time period besides the Clone War area, and like Anzo, I want to see some Sith. I want to see some Jedi and stuff. I want to go to Old Republic, do something different. Just get out of that same time period and just keep dragging into. It's pretty much.
I will start my GoFundMe page for my Jedi Sith series here very soon. Just so you know, back that GoFundMe or that Kickstarter, and we'll get that going really quick.
Yeah, you should have the money in about 20 years.
You kidding me? If I had people backing me, like really real Hollywood people backing it or something, so people who can make it happen, people want to see that. Trust me.
Yeah,
I agree. Is that it, Jason?
Yeah, that's about it. Hopefully the next episode, we'll get some Vader, and maybe I don't know, just seemed a little dull to me, the first two episodes. Like unnecessarily. Like I said, I like the Tarkin part and all that, but I wasn't intrigued. Just want something different.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
All right. So with episode 1, I do feel like they skimped a little bit on Order 66. I think we could have seen a little bit more with that. Like, I know that this show is called The Bad Batch, but because this is technically a continuation of the Clone Wars, I would have liked maybe a good half an episode on Order 66, and then the last half doing with like the Fallout. I think that would have been a little bit better because it's just, I don't know, like it just felt kind of rushed. And then they just show like one of the Jedi's dead on Kamino. Like I would have liked to have seen what happened on Kamino as well, especially since Kamino is a big part with the clones, and especially in this episode. So that would have been much, much better. I did not like, again, I'm going to second everybody, Omega. I do not like her. I think she is very whiny, very, like, I don't know, like, I think Chris hit the nail on the head. She kind of does remind me of Anakin from episode 1. She is like, she just comes off as so whiny and just so annoying. Like, and it was like one of those things where I really wish she went with Cut and his family, because that way it's like, okay, they get it done and over with. But then again, it's like, well, you brought her along on this. Why would you send her away again, or try to get rid of her?
Mhm.
Like that also made no sense. And I thought what's Snapmare? No, not Snapmare.
What?
No,
He's having a brain aneurysm. I mean,
Having a boomer moment.
yeah,
that's
moment.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name, but it was the clone who turned evil technically.
The sniper.
Crosshair.
Crosshair,
That's
yeah.
what I was talking about. But Crosshair, I thought the turn, like, it did seem kind of predictable the way that they went with that, because it was kind of like you see like the dissension like at the beginning, and it was just like, and even if they wanted to do that, I really wish they had done it later on. I feel like that was also rushed. Like I think a lot of episode 1 was just very rushed, and if they took more time to like develop that, the turn would have been much more, not necessarily like emotional, but it would have been like good
More
long term.
dynamic.
Yeah, like it would have had more of a dynamic. It just, a lot of it just felt, the first episode felt rushed, and I just think the second episode's story just felt kind of slow and it felt kind of side story-ish. Even though like there's still a lot that we get in episode 2, it still felt kind of like a side story, because we don't know if it really impacts anything yet. We just know, like, even though it introduces stuff, I really like this show just needs to pick up a little bit. Like they need to pick up the pace, and
Alternator.
yeah,
You're talking against yourself. You did say that it was rushed. Now you're saying it that they need to pick up the pace. So it can't be one or the other.
well,
Yes, you can.
Well, it got to be one or the other. It can't be both.
let me rephrase. I think
Hang on. Time out. Austin, did you forget your notes again?
yes, I did.
That explains a lot.
What I meant to say was, there are times where they need to pick up the pace, and then there are times where it's rushing. They got to figure out their pacing a little bit more, and I don't. And again, like Danny said, I don't know why Dave Filoni has this like incessant need to bring in a child character. It's actually starting to get really annoying. So that's it for me.
I think that female Camino, whatever it is, she got some kind of agenda, because she's not telling the head Camino guy that she pretty much helped the little girl get away. Did she cause the doors to lock or something when the girl was trying to get away?
That's
So
right.
She got some kind of agenda why she let that girl get away. So we don't know what's cooking with that.
Well, that's what they say in the episode, right? That the Caminos don't make nothing without a reason, and obviously she was made for a reason. So
I mean,
That's
that's
just-
the thing. But can't you make her a little less her while you're waiting to get to that?
that voice too. You.
Oh, God.
Well, you got at the beginning of the show when Omega's first introduced, she's introduced as basically a medical assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's going to take that learning and maybe help the guys out. We don't know. We ain't got to that point yet, but if something's telling me that's playing a part into it. But that's later on. What else, Austinator?
No, that's it for me. Just the pacing. Would have liked to see more Order 66 and this girl character.
Okay. Nendroid.
All right, so first, Omega, yeah, she's not the best. I can second everyone there. Then, though, okay, so they retconned some of the Caleb Doom comics, in which that kind of bugged me because I read the comics and read the novels, so it's like, okay, like seriously. I wish if we got to see some more clones being tested by Tarkin than just a Bad Batch. A little bit of the first episode was slow, but then was fast at certain points. So it was like fast, slow, fast, slow. I can second Austin right there. And then episode 2 felt very fillerish. Not gonna lie. It just felt like the only importance with episode 2 was to establish the father and daughter relationship between Hunter and Omega. So, yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna be able to determine what they're gonna feel until you see the third episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. I kind of passed myself up earlier. I'm gonna backtrack here a bit. What I liked most about the episode was I know canon ain't complete here. I don't know what happened to Caleb Doom as a Padawan, but just something even about this particular instance didn't seem right to me. And them trying to take Freddie Prinze Jr.'s voice and heighten a little bit just didn't work. I think they could have went a little higher with it. If I don't know if anybody noticed what was with his lipstick. That boy has some pretty colored lips.
Oh my God!
What were you staring at a dude's lips for?
Chris, go back and watch Rebels, and then go back and watch the first episode again. Dude, his lips are way too dark.
Okay.
It was cold outside. They were on a snowy climate. They were in a snowy climate. I mean, come on, it happens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Of course.
If you knew your answer.
No. I liked all the callbacks. What they did. They could have done a little bit more.
Maybe he's a smoker.
Maybe. I don't know. My lips don't look that way, but hey, who knows? It all depends on what he's smoking too, because spice might do that to you. You never know. But anyway, I liked all the callbacks. You know, maybe they should have done a little bit more, but yeah, I liked all the callbacks. And what I didn't like about it, you see, I'm gonna have to echo pretty much everyone right now. I'm not a big fan of this Omega character, and just watching this little girl. Okay, her face doesn't seem natural. Her top lip does not move.
He's staring at all these characters' lips. What the hell is this?
God.
No, I was.
He was
I was
burning some serious shit, man.
I was paying attention to the characters. All right, the clones, they looked pretty much like they did in the last season of Clone Wars.
I hope so. They're close.
Okay, I can't really complain about that. But watching this little girl up close, it's like her top lip holds still, the bottom part moves, and her face is just like utter no expression, none. I'm like, okay, there's something wrong with this. They need to work on this girl's appearance, presentation, something, because it was off to me.
What do you say? She looked like Joan Rivers.
Probably a younger Joan Rivers, yeah. If not, Suzanne Summers or someone like that.
Wow.
But
Okay.
okay, Chris, we're old. What do you want?
Just
Uh,
$1 million. Do you got it?
do I have it? Shit. If I had it, everybody would have it.
Said what I want. I just told you so. I thought you might be offering. Never mind. Sorry.
No,
Continue.
I'm not offering nothing because you guys are just on it tonight. I'm not saying shit. And I agree with the pacing of the show, even though it's just the first 2 episodes. It's still every series cannot start off strong and fast because it's always going to end up being that the end of the show, the end of the season, however long this is going to run, it's just disappointing, pointless, boring. Everything's going to they have to increase their pacing, but you can't expect it in the first episode or 2, ever. It ain't never. This is just a setup, guys. The next couple episodes after this is probably going to be still the setup. Just be patient. That's all I'm saying. And that's how I'm thinking about it. I'm just being patient at this point. It's not a complete loss yet. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go around.
People's lips are a different color. It'll be lost, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Unless you're just trying to turn Caleb Doom into a little girl.
Well, Disney's been going down the road of.
Don't say it.
Comics would agree with that comment that might be something they're thinking about doing.
100%.
Because if that was the case, maybe they should have found another voice than Freddie Prinze Jr.
I don't know. That's debatable.
But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go around the panel. I want to get everybody's final grade on both episodes. What the hell, Danny?
Back scratcher.
Don't miss it now. There you go. Oh yeah, I feel it. There you go. Thank you. I want to get everybody's grade on the episode and future speculation. Danny, I'm gonna start with you.
This gets. This is generous right now. I'll give it a C.
This is for both.
Right now, I give both of them a C. I think it's going to pick up. I don't know how they can improve that little girl. I just don't think she's needed. Don't know how that is going to play into the whole plot of the story, but I can see it coming. That sharpshooter or quick draw, whatever the hell his name is, that's going to be the main protagonist, and he's going to be a problem. So either they're going to be able to get that chip fixed, so he's back in the fold, or he's going to take one of them out, or they're going to take him out. So that's really what I'm gearing up to see how they're going to deal with him.
Interesting. Anzo. Or not?
You're muted.
Chris. Well, yeah, if you can hear me, you're muted.
Oh,
if
my
not,
bad. Yeah, so I'll probably give this episode a C as well. Didn't like I said, I didn't hate it, but I didn't really think it was great. Where I think it's going in the future, I have no idea whatsoever. I just don't know what they're going to do with this stuff. So,
what would you like to see?
To be honest with you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not sitting here saying this is what I want to see or this is what I gotta see.
No. I didn't ask you to WandaVision this shit.
No, I know. But like I said, because I have no idea where I think it's gonna go, it doesn't really matter to me where it goes. Just as long as it's entertaining. Clone Wars, they went off on some different routes as well, so I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. I just, like I said, maybe get some Jedis in there, get a few Sith battles. Other than that, I have no idea, but my grade's a C.
Okay. All right, Chris.
First episode, I'd say B for me. The second episode probably a C minus because the little girl was in it so damn much. Like, like she just, I don't know.
So C for both.
I
You
guess
said a B and a C minus, so
technically that's like a C plus, but I guess C. Yeah, I just give it a straight across C then.
okay. Anything you want to see out of the show? Anything you want to try and predict at the moment?
If they don't get rid of her, like I agree with that she just should have gone and whatever. Bring her back later when she's older or something, and figure out a way to write her back in. And once you figure out how to really write her as a character, not a whatever. But other than that, I don't disagree with Hanzo. The Star Wars has more excitement and more intrigue when Jedi or Sith are in it. So don't forget that they're around still. Don't forget that Darth Vader's there. Listen, if you're directly dealing with something where these 5 people, these 4, are on the run from the new Empire, then you send Vader after them. Because these are either you send Vader after them to get caught, to catch them, or you send Vader after them to get rid of them. So the cat and mouse game between them and Vader would be really interesting. They're here. Vader lands right as they're getting away. Something like that. You make sure Vader stays very, very prevalent in this series. That's your big bad right now. Use Tarkin in a majority over Vader, but Vader was always being tugged around by Tarkin. He was Tarkin's.
Not at this point.
But the thing is that's where you start. Maybe you start
developing that relationship.
Developing that relationship where, okay, Tarkin's going to need you, Vader. So the Emperor sends him to Tarkin. If you can't get him, Vader's going to get him. And you start setting that up, and then you can sprinkle in some of these other Jedis we know that are still alive. Ahsoka, maybe Yoda somewhere, as trying to help them. You know, I'm just saying it helps. It will help the series if you continue to use the Jedi and the Sith. So I don't disagree with Onzo on that. So don't forget to do that. But I know Crosshair turned too quick, in my opinion, too. But I would definitely love to see something where they, where there's good interaction there between him trying to get them to. Because I think maybe that's the first thing that Tarkin's going to try to use is him because he knows them and stuff like that. I'd love to see him capture Crosshair, and then figure out a way to screw with his inhibitor chip to get him back on the team. I like him better with him than against him, and that's when you bring Vader in. So something like that.
Okay. All right. Guy's
I would have to give it a C and a D.
CD.
And what I like to see, real Star Wars. Enough said.
Real Star Wars. Okay. I can agree with that.
Well, that's
Jason Lee.
that there were.
What?
I thought that's what I said earlier. There were different aspects of Star Wars that we all need to see. So you don't want to see this?
Yeah, because I don't think the girl's necessary. It's a clone trooper storyline, and just to throw in a little girl there is, I think, it's just stupid.
Jason Lee.
First episode, C minus. I mean, if it wasn't for the Tarkin part and all that, I would probably give it a D. The second episode, a D. I like I said, it just didn't interest me. I mean,
So like a D plus for
yeah,
both?
probably combined D plus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it had been both D's, if it wouldn't been for the Tarkin part, just
Okay.
Just want to see something different. The time period. Want to see something out of that time period.
Okay,
Like,
well, in this
couple
series,
Ds.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
in this series, I doubt you're gonna see anything of it. Anything
Yeah, I
different.
know. With Vader, if we bring Vader in and stuff, it just, yeah,
Well, I'll save that for my ending. But is that it? You got anything else to add?
yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
Okay, all right, cool. Nindroid.
For first episode, maybe a B plus, but then a C for the second one. So just a solid B, I guess.
Okay, all right.
My overall thoughts, I hope that they improve on the Omega character. I'm intrigued to see what the heck her purpose is. You know, there's a lot of fan theories that she's going to be force sensitive. That would be somewhat a little bit weird, in my opinion. If they go down that route. And I'm enjoying it for the most part. I mean, like, there are some nitpicks, but yeah, it's fine so far.
It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We're all fine here now. How are you?
How are you?
We're all fine here now. How are you?
Awesome.
All right. So for episode 1, I'm probably gonna give it a B minus. For episode 2, I'm gonna be very generous here and give it a C. Or it would be a C. It would be somewhere around there.
Okay, for both episodes, a C plus.
Yeah, I just
All right.
the pacing is just not great, and the girl is bad. What I would like to see coming out of the show, well, seeing as how this takes place after Order 66, I would like to see Vader at least a couple times. I really hope they do, I really hope they just don't forget about him, because again, like, after Order 66, Vader is a big, factor in why a lot of the Jedi become extinct. After Order 66, especially to the ones who actually survived it. Vader hunted them down, so it would make sense to have maybe Vader hunt the Bad Batch down, because they're creating a whole lot of problems, and the first thing Emperor would do is be like, sick them.
Do it now.
They do it, kill him.
Do it.
So I hope the end is I hope the end of the show is Vader killing all of them.
Ooh. Somebody's into the death scene.
That's so good.
Wow.
Hey, would you
that.
call that episode the snuff film?
Maybe. I mean, hey, but it'd be cool to see Vader just obliterate everybody, because it's always fun to see that.
Yeah.
Tarkin, I hope we see more with, like, just the dissension with, like, the clone troopers, and we see the end of the clone troopers and the introduction of stormtroopers. I agree. I hope we see more Jedi, which again, Order 66 just happened, so we're not going to see a lot of them, but we're going to see the ones that escaped and survived. Otherwise, I hope it gets better. I mean, that's the only thing I can really say, is I hope it gets better.
Okay. All right. Well, for both episodes total, I'll give it a B. Like I said, it's just the beginning. We don't know what direction this is heading, but I'm in agreement with mostly everybody. Omega is not a favorite character of mine. Even though this is just a series beginning, so to speak, and just they got a lot of work to do with this kid, and I agree. Accelerate her, grow her up, put some of that medical training to use, help the guys out, prove herself useful in some form or fashion. Where she learned how to shoot, I'd like to know that, because that just came out of nowhere for me. I'm like, okay, how does this little girl know how to shoot already? Which freaked me out. But I'm agreeing with everybody else. Also, now would be a great time to see Vader. But Anzo was speaking Jedi Sith. Well, you had Palpatine in the first episode. I'm not saying that's completely Sith, but there's your first element. This is a newly suited Vader. He's still learning his capabilities in this suit. And we have Tarkin, which we also saw at the end of episode 3. So it all pretty much ties in, and it's known that Tarkin doesn't have a love for clones. And eventually they'll be all faded out. But now is the time in transition. How did the Empire be built? What did they do to do it? It's just so many different ways we could go with these episodes, these first 2 episodes. We may be completely right. We may be completely wrong, but who knows? But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, I want to thank everybody on my panel for showing tonight. Guys, I greatly appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, I'm simulcast on my channel and Chaos Central. Thank you, everyone on both channels, for coming. It is greatly appreciated. Y'all mean the world to me. You guys know that. And if you're new to me on this channel, other than being a guest, I appreciate you as well. Keep coming back. Keep watching our shows. This is what we're doing. This is what we're about. Please come by and check us all out. Danny, pip your shit out, bro.
I'm Danny Comment Chat, aka Comment Chat, and tomorrow, Chaos Conversation, 6 questions, 10 minutes each. Please tune in. We're gonna come up with some questions, but again, great show, JJ. Thanks for letting me be a part of the roundtable. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you. Anzo.
Unmute your mic, Anzo, if you can hear us.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Bigger Forward Entertainment. The channel. Check it out tomorrow. Danny show. Then we got the Chaos List again. Then the Rule of 3 and all that stuff. OOC. I don't know. Make sure you guys check it out. Great show, JJ. Good job. Glad you're doing this.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Chris, where can we find you and Ego at?
Yeah, no. Well, first off, let my ego give you some props, guys. If you don't know, JJ has slowly been venturing into a wider variety of things that he's doing over on Honstar's channel. Tonight, we have Jackbox Games. He'll be there, but on every other Sunday, but actually for the past 2 or 3 Name That Tunes over on Honstar's channel. He has been running the show and hosting. He's doing that. He does have his randomness at its finest, but now he's doing this. I'm really glad to see you expanding your wings and doing other things, man. It's a good thing, and I just want to give you props on that.
Thank you.
Glad you're doing it. As for me, Real Review 3000, Chaos Central, those are 2 channels. You can find me on Honstar's channel tonight, Jackbox Game Night. Come over there, have a good time, be a part of the audience, be a part of the game. We do all sorts of crazy fun stuff over there. Drink, lay back, have a good time, and make fun of each other. It's always good. And you can find me.
Who's laying back, dude? I don't ever lay back for this shit. When did you tell me this?
I'm just saying, you can lay back all you want. Anyways,
thanks for the notice, Chris. Thank you.
I thought you knew that. Sorry.
I didn't. I do now. Thank you.
Okay, well, damn it. No. And then I'm over on Danny's channel, of course, for some stuff. I think we're going to be starting Planet Solo again soon. Anzo, I'm over there every once in a while. OOC, great show. And then gaming streams over there every once in a while. We need to get back to that. Really do. I like getting my ass kicked, though, because it's still fun to shit talk to each other. That's what friendships are. Just have a good old time.
I fought Danny, I fought Geishkar, and I fought Anzo. You never seem to get on the same page as the rest of us, Chris. You need to hook that shit up.
Nobody tells me.
Yo, I even fought Austinator and kicked his ass. So what the hell?
Yeah, Maggie did.
only by one match, but still, it's like,
Yeah.
man, we're waiting on you to join the mix.
Well, we'll get there. We'll definitely do it for sure.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
But
Okay, all right.
yeah, but yeah, there you go.
All right, guys,
And thank you for having me.
Oh, no
Yep.
problem, bro.
The Basketball Scenario is my channel. Video game clips, reviews. I did a stream last week with Danny reviewing that shitty Michael B. Jordan movie on Amazon, which I'm not going to even name. Yeah, you can find me on everything that's Chaos Central related, Danny Onzo's channel, and OC and The Game Changer on Wednesdays. So tune in.
Awesome. Jason Lee Tucker, tell everybody about yourself.
All right, JJ and Jason Lee Tucker. JJ, I'm first one. Thank you for letting me come on the show today. I appreciate it.
No problem.
My channel is Jason Lee Tucker Statement. We talk about indie wrestling, shows we go to, pop culture, movies, reviews, different things. We're going on a couple different extra shows for the channel. Also, sometimes I'm on Ozzone's channel, and I've been on Robert's rooms also. Thank you. Thanks again, JJ.
No problem, man. My pleasure. Thank you. Nindroid.
All right. Hello there, everyone. I am Nindroid243. You can find me on my YouTube channel. That is my name down below. You guys can find me on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Galactic Chat, where this week we will be reading Colin Trevorrow's original Episode 9 script, Duel of the Fates. Anyone who wants to be a member of that is welcome to read. And yeah, as well as I'm on Austinator streams and Sauerkraus's streams. Thank you, JJ, for having me on. And yeah.
My pleasure, man. Thank you. And last but not least, the Austinator.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is Austinator. First and foremost, again, I'm probably gonna keep saying this in my intro now. Please go and follow the Chaos Central Twitter. Things are going down over there. Fun stuff is gonna happen. Please go check that out. Also, subscribe to Chaos Central because, again, they're great people that work over there. Yeah, and I got a bunch of stuff on my channel. Splash Talk on Saturdays, game streams. Gonna doing a DCU rewrite. I'm on other channels like JJ, aka Sith43827 on Sundays for the Bad Batch Roundtable, and also Randomness at its Finest. Chris Knight's channel, Real View 3000 for the weekly wrap up. Nindroid's channel for Galactic Chat. Basically, everybody on this panel you'll find me at. Nick Weiser's channel on Tuesdays. Geeks Enjoy or Geeks Enjoy IT for Nerdgasm whenever he does it. I'm on Twitter at the Austinator17. So if you ever want to get updated when I stream, go check me out there. Subscribe to everybody here on the panel because I think it was JJ or Chris who said that we're a community. Well, we should grow as a community. So please go subscribe to them. JJ, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. My pleasure, everyone. Thank you for being here. And last but not least, it's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit of everywhere and a lot of nowhere. Sundays, you find me usually over on Chris Knight's weekly wrap up at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then for here to August, we're going to be doing the Bad Batch Roundtable at 8:30 Eastern here on Chaos Central. Tonight, for the first couple episodes, I figured I'd put it on my channel, but after this week, all the roundtables are going to be over on Chaos Central. And then later on tonight, I will be with Chris Knight on Honstar's channel for Jackbox Game Night. And next week will be our fourth Name That Tune together. That's going to be happening tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. And yes, Chris?
I was going to say, did Nindroid go?
Yes.
Yeah, I went.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I you guys sound
You were
so much
late.
alike.
You were laid back for that one. You missed it.
Oh, okay.
Stay on target.
Yes.
Stay on target. All right, Porkins.
And then on Monday nights, of course, usually on my channel, I'll do Randomness at its Finest. It's a random panel, random topic situation. Come by, like, share, subscribe. You know all the fun stuff that goes with that. Tuesday night here on Chaos Central and simulcast over on Bigger Forward Entertainment. I join Anzo, Danny, Chris, Skyscard, sometimes Jason Lee, sometimes Austinator, LDG Pixels, and Eli Hoo for the Chaos List. Come by and check that one out. Anzo throws some great topics at us, and the fan favorite, the honorable mentions. And then last but not least, if Chris ever gets off his ass and starts it back up, you'll find me over on his channel on Thursday night sometimes for the Weekly Rumble. Sometimes as a contestant or as a combatant, as I like to say, or sometimes he likes to change it up and I come on as a wild card. Once again, I want to thank everybody on the panel for showing up, everybody in the chat for showing up. And with that being said, everybody have a wonderful night.
Peace.
Peace.
Take care, guys.